Hello, my name is Njol, hashtag Sasra. A Viking is sent to Valheim, and in the name of Odin said the Viking has to fight nature itself and overcome some really big bosses. Valheim is one of the 9 realms in Norse mythology, the home of the Vanir, which lives under the world tree Yggdrasil, a world between afterlives it seems. In this case, it's a procedurally generated environment composed of several unique interconnected biomes. Each one has a new resource and enemies to fight against, from a dark forest to a boggy swamp, up a frozen frigid mountain, to windswept plains. Each location in Valheim is visually beautiful to gaze upon. Thus far it's missing waterfall and lakes though. However, that's a minor nitpick, if anything. This is Helga Julkaste. She is a strong Viking woman made of true grit and muscle. The goal is to sacrifice a warrior's trophy on an altar in the middle of a biome, which she will call upon a mighty warrior that has to be beaten in combat. In order to have a chance, I have to take charge and start collecting wooden stones, which I can craft into a rudimentary tool. After all, I cannot cut down trees with my bare hands. I tried and did no damage whatsoever. While I was busy chopping wood, a tiny creature made of sticks and stone assaulted me. A rude little bugger fell swiftly to my axe. Then I fell to the tree, brought down on top of me through gravity. Yes, falling timber hurts anything until it lays still on the ground. This includes other trees, Vikings, enemies, and anything not made out of stone. After I gathered enough wood, I began to cobble together a flimsy hut. It attached a roof and a bed made of straw. It serves as a spawn point, and it gives a well-rested bonus, but only if there is a fireplace nearby. However, a badly placed one will choke me to death or get blown out during storm and rain. The next step to survive in the wild was to hunt down a huge amount of wild boars, to craft myself a bow and a workbench to upgrade. Then I stocked up on arrows and killed a whole flock of frolicking deer in the forest. Their bloody skulls made for an excellent trophy to summon the guardian spirit of the meadows. A huge lightning-infused elk. A fierce battle ensued, but eventually I won the battle and got myself a huge head to bring back to the starting area. The totem allows me to call upon a spirit's power for a while. The beast also dropped a horn that must be used to make a primitive pickaxe, because bronze and tin ore is needed to make a copper. What I just described is the general gameplay loop of Valheim. Come through a biome, then fight a boss, which drops ingredients needed to farm or upgrade materials in the next biome. This is a survival sandbox after all. Luckily, hunger does not kill me, but a properly fed Viking regains stamina a lot faster and has a huge health point and pool. Combat is a simple and smooth affair. I can block, parry, shoot enemies and make things to throw at them. Bringing home the bacon is easily done with more than one player. Through the use of the multiplayer system, where you can run a public or private instance. The caveat is that a password is required regardless, so at the moment no random stranger can join a public server. For an early access game scene, I have not encountered any game crashing bugs, or anything that would ruin the experience for me. The only issue I've encountered so far is the game stopping up a second too when saving the world. There have also been several cases of both getting destroyed the moment I exited the portal, and biomes being a bit out of whack. Death is a slap on the wrist. All that is lost is a bit of skill, experience, and the drawback of having to do a bare bone corpse run. I also screwed myself over a couple of times by not setting up enough spawn points as I explore. So I had to keep running exceedingly stupidly long distance. Especially it's stupid if you have to cross the ocean to get back to your corpse. Because then you need to craft a boat, you need to kill more boars, and gather more wood and all of that, and then start sailing again, and hope the wind is in your favor. Currently skills only improve how effective I am at using various weapons. It's a small increase in damage over time. It would be lovely to see that every so many levels unlock a special move or buff. However, there's a couple of things I would really like to see in the game. Then sailing leaves me to the mercy of the four winds until a certain power is gained. So I would really love to have oars in the boat. A true and tested invention that would be easy to implement. When the wind is in the wrong direction, it's faster to push the vessel by swimming behind it and climb aboard when stamina runs out. And some sort of brass or bone horn, because it sounds badass to charge into battle tooting my own horn. In all honesty, items cost way too many resources to make. Take an iron pickaxe for example, it takes 20 iron bars, which has to be lugged out from a crypt, melted in a smelter, then take the neck-breaking amount of ore to the forge. Combine this with the fact that these resources cannot be brought from a portal, and it's a bit, it gets a bit of over-exaggerated and over-cumbersome. If you're gonna make a sword, right, you technically just need about this big piece of iron. You just dunk dunk dunk. Essentially I just ended up carrying just enough items to build a nearby resource point workshop. Nearby. The music is fantastic, the graphics convey the mood and atmosphere brilliantly. The simplified art direction makes Valheim run fantastic, look better than most other games of this nature on Steam. My host Astron, signing out.